This is an interesting day because everything may feel to you a little bit like it's on edge, or when you get that feeling sometimes like something's just about to happen, and you're kind of like, oh, what is it? What is it? I can't put my finger on it. Or you may be feeling some things moving through your physical body at the moment and you're not exactly sure what the heck's going on. So if you haven't seen me for ages, it's me, it's BDevine. I hope that you're happy and well. Thank you so much for being here. As I said, I've been online since 2009. So I have gone through dramatic changes in my journey, right? And how I look and what's coming forward. And I've been fat and I've been slim and, young, and now I'm older. Whatever it is, I feel fantastic because that flame is restoring the original blueprint, right? So as you open up and connect and ignite with this and you continue to work through this, it just seems to take care of so many things. But there are going to be times when you feel like everything is on edge, and that's what today's message is about. So if you've known me for a really, really long time, and you've been with me through all of my angelic work and readings and teachings and healings, this is a doorway through all of those old pathways into something even more old, something even more ancient, something from the beginning of time. That is what we are bringing back online in our body and online for the world to see, right? Not everyone's going to understand, and that's okay. Soon I will have a foundational course which explains everything, but I also have some other videos here on my channel where you can understand what the flame is and start to activate it for yourself and let it continue as a living transmission that works through you and changes you. Appearance, there's no way that I'm going to put any Botox or anything in my actual face. I only got rid of sugar. I have low carbs, and I walk and I do a lot of heavy lifting here on the property. It's all just around the property stuff. There's no gym work, nothing. Okay, now not to say that I don't need to get my muscles in a nice shape, all right, but I feel like I look at least 10 years younger, and this is due to the flame that I started at the beginning of this year. If you go back to this time last year, you might start noticing, because I'd started no sugar. But when this flame started to restore me, it does it on its own. The skin comes back beautiful. At 50, I feel like I'm starting a new 30. I don't know. It just feels so much better. Body feels fit. It's not much effort. So if you're interested also in a body reset, okay, flame infusion, weight and body reset, I'm doing 4 sessions live. This is group sessions. It's to reset, obviously, to recalibrate your body. You'll go through a lot of healing, a lot of changes, a lot of realizations. And we will have 4 live sessions doing this. It's half price. So all of the links will be below. That will start January the 10th. So we'll kickstart the new year, right? Anything else you obviously can get at my website as well. So today, let's see what's happening beyond the surface. I write every early morning and I get it out there, and here we go. So the collective is standing in this very specific point, okay? Old timelines are trying to pull you back into some tired loops, okay? New flame paths are already open under your feet. And your nervous system is somewhere in the middle going, what on earth is happening, right? You're recalibrating, but your body's still trying to catch up with what you've done, right? If you're feeling restless but exhausted, triggered by people who you thought you were over, weirdly nostalgic, and we might be looking back at old pictures, and it's not fair because sometimes, like for me on my Facebook page, I see Adelaide then and now, or I see a picture of where I lived in the Rundle Mall, right? And it looks how it looked in the 80s, right? And it's just like, sometimes I see my Perth, Western Australia. So I did most of my schooling in Western Australia. And so I love Perth, and I have so many memories of all these different places that I visited in Western Australia, which is an amazing state, right? So sometimes this will come up and it'll just trigger, you know, and I'm sure this happens for you, it will just trigger something you'd forgotten completely about, right? Yeah. You also might get really annoyed at something, or just a refusal, like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that anymore, right? It's just no. So this is not random when these things happen. This is a timeline pressure, okay? So the flame is pushing through those weak points in your life. It's not to upset you, okay? But it's to force a choice, because everything is of your choosing, right? Are you going to live as memory or as a living flame, right? Are you going to continue to get pulled back into that old nonsense, the old drama, the old people, having a comment about it, you know? The collective field is full of this friction right now. Conversations are misfiring, plans change, hidden resentments pop up as well. It's not a sign that you're failing, okay? It's a sign that the old grid can't hold you anymore. Another thing that might come up, okay, in your love relationships, let's say, is that you might start questioning this when you hadn't questioned it before. This came up recently for someone I was talking to, that that they were going back over arguments or whatever, right? They were just going back over all of these words, and they were like, does this person really care? Is this person really there? They were starting to get all flighty about, you know, personal relationships and things. I could see something again just moving on the screen. Interpersonal relationships, right? Starting to feel or worry. So this is why I said to make sure that you work with your mirror flame, the mirror of integrity, okay? And have a look at my videos on that, because you'll see exactly how you can actually do this, because you need to discern what your own nonsense is, what your own looping patterns are, and what's really coming in as intuition. It's gone are the days where we go to somebody else and say, what do you think? I mean, people still are going to get advice, like no matter what, right? But if you can learn how to double check yourself, why do you need anybody else? This is the beauty of the flame work. And you know what? I get on here sometimes and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to say. And then it just all starts coming right out as well. So, whenever you feel discomfort, that is where you've been over-giving and under-receiving. You've been pretending that you're fine, right? You've been acting small so others don't feel exposed. The flame is saying to you, if you keep walking the same path, you already know exactly how it ends, right? We're writing a different outcome. So if something breaks or collapses or suddenly feels wrong today, or you've got pain in your hips or in your joints just randomly, don't panic, okay? Don't rush to fix that. Instead, ask yourself, what timeline is this trying to keep me in? And who am I if I don't keep repeating this pattern? Okay, so this is what I do. So obviously I do not go to the doctor. I am not telling you or in any way, shape or form to never go to a doctor or go see who you need to see. I'm saying for myself, there's no way. I've developed this after a long, long time. If I have a huge gash, I'm having a heart attack, or I'm seizing or something, then obviously my husband is going to override anything I want to do, and he's going to take me, right? So when I get a thing, a random back pain, or a random ache, or something pulling, right, or a nerve, sciatic or something, right, like that, or shoulder things. Sometimes, I wake up and my hands are asleep, right? So I've blocked off some nerves somewhere, and I'm trying to sleep on my back. And sometimes when I sleep on my back, which we should be doing, sleeping on our back, sometimes I was just feeling this rush of anxiety in my chest, which was weird, and I didn't like it, right? So I told myself I'm going to start off sleeping on my side, and then I'm going to roll on my back during the night, right? But sometimes I squash my nerves in my shoulders. Sometimes I have a big problem going on in my throat because I'm talking with you all the time. I'm activating all the time. I'm teaching all the time. I'm sharing. I'm restoring all this, right? So the thing will go on one side, then it'll go on the other, then the gland will come up on the other. So for me, my first go-to, if I'm feeling something wonky, oil of oregano, little capsules, right? They're very inexpensive. You get a whole big bag. You can get them on Amazon, right? And mine have the black seed oil in them as well. So it says to take 2 a day, but if you've got something big coming on, I take 4, right? And I do 4 for 2 days, and then I go to 2, and I just do a set of 5 days, like you would. So if you had antibiotics, you would do 5 days, and then there'd be a repeat. There'd be another 5 days, right? And then they would reassess you and see. Well, with this, you probably get to day 3 and you're feeling awesome again. It also takes out inflammation out of your body too. And I would recommend turmeric. Just take a whole lot of turmeric, and it takes a minute to get going. But you've got to be careful, because some things like gummies and stuff like that, people are taking gummies, I was as well. Ashwagandha, perfect for just calming everything down, right? But if you get the gummies, you're like eating like 8 grams or 10 grams of sugar first thing in the morning. If you have sugar in your coffee, there's more. If you have a piece of toast, there's more, So if you do really are serious about restoring your body, you got to take certain things out that you were always doing, right? So if your timeline is trying to keep you into a self-sabotage, like, screw it, I don't care, I'm going to worry about it next month. Right now, I'm getting wasted, I'm just going to gorge myself, I'm just going to eat whatever, like, if you're getting into those cycles, those self-destructive patterns, that is something, again, one that you're choosing to listen to instead of pulling yourself out of it. Now, I'm all for party time. I'm all for having fun. I'm all for 1 day a week. Eat whatever the hell you want. Who cares, right? But if it's a screw it attitude, and I'm going to just do this because it emotionally fulfills you, or you get something out of it because you're in control, or so it seems, that you're in control of what that is and how that looks, right? There's something going on there. Okay, as well. So today is also a reveal day. All right. I love this. By the way, this is what I am drinking at my desk. It is not wine. It is soda that is cherry flavored, 0. Right? Get this. Okay, it's got some crap in it. But it doesn't have aspartame or anything like that. It's going to have your normal sort of carbonated water and all that. But 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And it is amazing. So my son, who is a sugar freak, right? He would drink energy drinks all day, go gaming and all that. You know what I'm talking about. Couldn't get up in the morning without a coffee with about 6 sugars in it, whatever. He saw these on the bench, And I'm like, well, these are like a cherry flavored soda, right? Or soft drink. It's what we call it in Australia. Fizzy drink. And I'm like, because I've already been up since like 4 o'clock this morning. So this is like almost lunchtime for me. And I said that these are out on the thing, and I'm like, oh, you can have one of those. And he goes, it's 0. Right? But then I said, get it really cold. Right? So with these, you put them in the freezer just for a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes or something, before you're going to have one. Get it icy cold. Right? Same with all of these 0 ones. Just make sure they don't have that nasty aspartame. And if they do, so what? If that's what you get, you get. You can clear that out. Once they're freezing, it is like cherry, like a beautiful cherry drink. So I don't know where you can get them. It looks like it's something from Carolina, North Carolina maybe, that they get there a lot. Like they might have a cheer wine thing, but who cares? I drink a lot of water as well. And I have an old can here. Okay, that's bad. But this one is 0, I love creamy soda, right? It's organic as well. This one's got nothing. It's all, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? So think about it. You can just have that whenever you want to. There's basically, there's nothing in it. Nothing. Anyway, so I love it. I'm like, before, I used to be really careful. Like, okay, I'm going to have a Pepsi. Pepsi's my favorite. I'm going to have a Pepsi. Well, I'm only having one. But read the back. Look how much sugar's in it. One's enough for a week, right? It's enough. Anyway, reveal day. Someone's true motives slipping out. I love that. Backhanded comments from supportive people. Oh, wait for that. I love that one. That's amazing. And the thing is when someone is giving you a backhanded comment or a compliment or whatever, they're like, this person's so stupid that they don't know that I'm really giving them a negative. And it's like, well, you're that stupid that you don't know that I actually do know that what you're doing, right? So, yeah, you have to just walk on from all of that. Systems, jobs, relationships that only work if you shrink. Okay, you're going to see this as well coming up. It's not here. So the flame is not here to make you feel paranoid, right? Of every little thing that's around you and everyone's... That's not what this is about, right? It's making you clear-headed. The old systems made us a nervous wreck, okay? The way that we were always just looking outside of ourselves for everything. Because we didn't trust ourselves, or we didn't believe in intuition, or we didn't believe we could do it, or we didn't believe this, or we didn't believe that, or we did believe this, and we did... It's constantly outsourcing, right? What happens now is as some crap happens to you or someone shows you who they really are, right? Please believe them. Or somebody is just giving you BS, right? Or only coming at you when they need something. That's just BS. It's here so that you can discern, have a clear pathway of where you're going and not care so much about other people's reactions to how you're moving ahead. When you have a glow up, when you start looking awesome, that's when you see people starting to pick, right? That's when they start to pick, oh, I wouldn't do that, or I couldn't do, and you start going, yeah, okay, well, you were just looking for something to have a go at me about. Like you were looking for something the whole time, right? The flame, what it does is it activates and registers your original being, okay? Without all the trauma, without all the chaos, without all the drama, without all the betrayal, without all the abuse, that primordial aspect of yourself and the blueprint of it. Do you know how powerful that is? It's what we've been looking for our whole time. It's something that will register an original frequency, an original blueprint that we always had. I tried to bring it out with the destiny code. By the way, if you look at the destiny code, you can certainly see the difference in how I look now. You know, trying to say, look, we programmed ourselves a code that has the perfect manifestation energy in it, that has the perfect where we're trying to go without all of the nonsense. A lot of people came and did the destiny code. There was over 600 people that signed up for the free destiny codes part 1 and 2. Of course I did it free, right? It's over 600 people. That is an amazing thing. So anything that relies on you dimming who you are, not being able to say what you need to say, right? Silencing your inner feeling, betraying yourself, your space, your peace, so that you can make somebody else comfortable. This is coming under review, right? It's coming under review. I just can't do how I used to do things anymore. It's too, right now, all of the things that I'm sharing and teaching and doing and infusing, and I'm working on animal healing, and our animals are responding, and I want to be able to film all of this for you. And the flame infusion method, I've got dimensional methods, which is overtaking the shamanic stuff. I have Atlantean methods, I have Lemurian methods, Assyrian methods, Egyptian methods, you name it, I've got the methods, right? I'm constantly working on these things, and the more that you do this, like the reason I'm saying that is because the more that you do this, the more it starts to explode, the more information comes, the more your body recalibrates, the more your system changes, your body changes, your face changes, everything starts to. And that's another thing too. Like, I realized that my hair also was going through a massive shed. And I just was fighting that shed when I really just needed to have it happen. And that's when I cut all my hair off. So as you know, I wear these hair pieces and stuff. Feel so much better. I just feel like my hair's resting and it's growing under here. So I do all the things. It wasn't anything I was doing. I take all the vitamins, the pumpkin seed oil, I do the massage, and I know how to do it all, right? I know how to put energy into my body. But it was a necessary step. I had to shed the old version of myself. And this meant letting go of that area where we don't want to let go of, right? So it came under review for me. So what things are coming under review for you, right? You might also feel a disgust with an old habit, or no more just rising in your chest. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It was just like, nah. Someone was asking me for tarot readings. I'm just like, no, I don't do those anymore. No, God, that's so basic compared to what we're doing here. Like, it's so... my energy just goes right down when I have to do that. And I don't like that at all. So, no, no more. I don't need them. You don't need them. You don't need them. We can use some little guideposts along the way if we have to. But the energy starts coming right out of you. You already know what you need to do. So the flame discernment is turning on. Okay? You don't need drama. You don't need a blow up, right? You just need to stop signing those energetic contracts that cost you your peace. And don't let anyone else steal your peace from you or try to be in there because they're going through something, so you need to be going through it as well. No, you don't. So, the old grid system, it wants you to overreact. It wants you to over-explain. It wants you to people please. It wants you to have panic. You're making a decision all panicked. That's how it likes you, right? But the flame path is about recalibration, not reaction. That means slowing your breath. In for 4, hold for 2, out for 4. It's very simple. We do it 3 times and you're a much different chilled energy. Let an email sit before you answer it. Same with messages. Don't answer right away. Like, depending on who the person is, right? Don't answer right away. Say, I'll come back to this, instead of a rushed, yeah, okay, I've got to do that. Your words carry weight, especially right now. What you say, what you agree to or tolerate today imprints the next stretch of your timeline more strongly than usual. Okay? So instead of asking, what do they want me to do? Ask, what does my flame need me to stand for right now? Your flame is going to want you to stand for yourself. Focus on yourself. You've got it within yourself. You always had it with yourself. You've got all the energy there with yourself. Trust yourself. Don't depend on others. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You've been with your ass the whole time you've been alive. Trust yourself. Past lifetimes, you've been multiple things. Trust yourself. You gave up all the stuff for everyone else. Trust yourself. This isn't about giving everything to everybody or asking. Trust yourself. As you do that, you get the answers, and you get them quick, and you get them fast, and you get them clearly, and they keep on coming. It's a matter of doing it one time. It starts a snowball reaction to trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. People out there are getting you to trust everything. The truth is out there. The truth is not out there. The truth is in here. Right? We're not waiting for, a Pleiadian ship to show itself. How many do you need to see? This is old news. We're not waiting for these things anymore. We're not waiting for a savior. We're not waiting for anyone to fix us and, give us all the stuff. We got it. This is why, YouTube and Facebook, they don't push me at all. They always cut everything out. I don't get my monetization. It's not even about that. It's just, this is because the truth is actually within you already. You've been doubting yourself your whole life. Where has that gotten you? Where has that gotten you? Right? What do you need to stand for? Let that be your guide. Let that awaken within you, and more and more and more information will flow. The missing key for everybody is that they just sit there overthinking, over worrying, over stressed, but what if I'm wrong? And what if this, who cares? What if what? Follow that first feeling. That's the answer. End of story. And every time you don't, you're going to end up in a world of trouble. That's what happens every single time. So, here's the flame recalibration. Okay, this is a 1-minute thing. We always put our hand over our heart and usually over the lower belly or solar plexus. Okay, breathe in for the nose for a count of 4. Hold for 4. And exhale for 6. In through the nose for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 6. In through the nose for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 6. I call my flame back from every false agreement, every draining timeline, and every place I give my power away. Visualize now a line of light running from the top of your head, down your spine, into the center of the earth, like a moving column of flame. A moving column of flame. I choose the timeline where my body, my voice, and my spirit are honored, and I am not available for anything less. Then say, flame, show me my next honest step today. Show me my next honest step today. And all I could think about was cutting wood and splitting wood. That's not an honest step I'm doing today. That's a physical step I'm doing today. Just listen for a minute to some step that you're taking. And mine is obvious. I always just listen to myself. Someone comes at me with passive aggressive emails and messages and things like that. It just gets reflected back. So I just say my truth, okay? I live my truth. I can just feel something recalibrating. Sorry, just give me a second. Just normalize saying no. That's what I really think, right? Normalize saying no. Okay, so see how that just sort of settles everything, right? The message today is that you're not behind, you're not late, you are at the exact pressure point where your old story can't hold you. And your new story is demanding your participation. The discomfort is not punishment, it is a summons. You're being asked to stop rehearsing collapse. Listen to that. Stop rehearsing collapse and start rehearsing sovereignty. Step into the timeline where everything is easy. How do you step into a timeline? A choice. A choice. Collapse the old one down. Get the flame to do that for you. And move into your new timeline where things are easy. Okay? Where things are easy. Understand intuitive eating. What do you feel like you really need to eat? Put your flame mirror up. Is this going to be good for me or what? Yes or no? Is it aligned or not? Is this thing, if I start eating this, will this help me? Okay. So the other thing that my husband and I both do is that we only have one meal a day, and that is around 10 or 10:30 in the morning. If I'm doing a 10 o'clock, webinar or whatever, I'll have something earlier. And that's my one thing. Then what that is it's usually 90% raw, which means it has a salad or some kind of vegetables in the salad, right? And then like a protein or whatever. But it has to contain that big amount, because when we don't do that, say we have pasta or something and we don't have a salad with it, it screws you up for the next couple of days. So I make everything with a salad. So for example, if we have a pizza, yes, you can have pizza. Just got to watch the sugar in it. You've got to watch the carbs in it. Get the keto ones or the cauliflower crust or whatever, right? Or I just buy the burritos that are the keto burritos, and then I use them. We get our own pizza each. It's got nothing in it. Who cares? And then I make a massive salad with it. It does you all day. You know, like lasagna, the same thing, salad with on the side. Stir fry, don't worry about a salad then, because I'm having a whole ton of vegetables, right? But I use no sugar ingredients, teriyaki sauce instead of like hoisin or something like that. So you just start getting really, really smart with what you're doing. You know what your body needs. You start intuitively eating. You start shedding. Your body goes to the size it's supposed to be, right? So if doors close today, let them close. If people reveal themselves, believe them. Okay? If your own body says, I can't keep living like this, listen to it. Today's is not about manifesting harder. It's about withdrawing life force from the timelines that weren't worthy of you anyway. Where are you wasting your energy and your power and your time? So if this flame lens for today really resonated, it's because your inner flame is already awake and trying to move you onto an easier, cleaner, more truthful path. You're not crazy, you're not overreacting, you're reading the field correctly, you're listening to yourself and trusting that. Please do that. Please stop the whole drama in the head. It has no place there. You know, if you can start to recenter yourself, you'll realize how useless all of that has been, right? Like, there are people that every little thing you tell them, they've got a reason why not. Reason why not. They mimic, it's just old stuff. They're listening to all the BS. They're not listening to you. I don't waste my time anymore. If someone comes and I'm like, okay, we're going to be doing this, 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 and this. This is how it works. Do you agree? Are you ready for it? Yes, yes, yes. If after the first week I can tell that they haven't been doing it, or they're not, it's just not, just can't work with that person anymore until you're ready. When you're ready, this is going to work for you. You see? If someone's not ready, they're going to dilly around with their old things, hoping that your thing is going to fix all their bad habits that they're not telling you about, right? That's not how it works. So, honor what your body knows, honor what you've been shown today, and remember, you're not here to fit a broken system. You are here to rewrite it just by standing in your truth. I love you all. I'm with you all in this whole thing, and your flame has never once abandoned you, okay? Listen to this as you move forward. Tips and things about how, you know, do stuff. That's my own way of intuitively eating. It works for us. We know what we can and can't really indulge in. I will say that I don't have takeaway. I don't buy like, you know, Hungry Jack's or McDonald's or any of those things. McDonald's has been gone for me a really, really long time. We know what they put in the burgers. But I don't eat burgers since, or anything like that. Anyway, I haven't had meat since 2007. So I don't eat cooked meat or any meat at all, right? Any animal stuff, right? The only things that we will have, we have a little bit of eggs from time to time. Big deal. And we love sharp cheese. Sorry. Got to have that on some things sometimes as well. But you can't overdo any of that stuff. Nuts, seeds, almonds, you know, sultanas, I guess you call them currants or raisins. Things like this, they work really well as well. Basically, the idea is that you're having your main meal after you've fasted from the day before, right? Because you're not having a big meal from 10:30 the day before in the morning till 10:30 again, and then you might have a little snack. I have keto toast with tomato slices and onion and coriander and cucumber, and I have 4 big fat pieces in the evening, and it's fine because it's keto bread, right? So yeah, that's it though. There's nothing special here. There's nothing other than that, right? You're rewriting things, you're standing in your truth, you're listening to what you have on the inside, and it is working for you. Proof's right there. If something starts working for you, I wonder why a person wouldn't continue doing that. I don't know why. I don't know why. And something's working that a person would sabotage it, other than they go into fear. They start listening to the old timeline. They start listening to voices in their head, or their parents in their head saying, you shouldn't do that. This is danger. You got to go to church. Go, 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 go. Right? And, okay. Anyway, so, hope to see you all real soon. I usually try to make these videos every day because I can't help myself. This is what happens here. I am going to push through this system, and people are going to start knowing what this is. I thank you all for helping and sharing and hyping and all the things that you can do now on YouTube, I guess. Thanks for being a part of this amazing, flame journey. The 28th, we have a big webinar. And then in January, I start the weight body reset. Whoever wants to be a part of that, you'll have to let me know. If no one's coming, I'm not going to do it. So I'll just create it as a course at some point, and it will be more expensive, which, okay. Anyway, so I hope this is helpful. Again, you know where I am. I will see you real soon. The Flame Foundation course is coming. And that'll be a very good explanation for anyone who's trying to figure out what you're doing. You can say, just go do that and then come back. It's all good. All right. Thanks so much for being here. Love you all, and bye for now. Bye.